Ready for football now from Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. Tonight, a good one straight ahead. It's the Detroit Lions and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. Off we go from the Steel City. And it will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
And I think this is something we're going to see a lot here tonight. The ability to use this run game to really set the tone coming out here for this offense.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
A corner who is not only a good tackler, Mike, but a willing tackler can be a huge asset to any defense. So often they get a bad rap. They're considered just pass defenders. They want to run around. But for a guy to be able to come up and force the run and keep this to no gain, man, that makes a big difference on any defense.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. 17 yards, the gain there. That's a Steeler first down.
The main goal for these quarterbacks when they're facing zone defense, Mike, is to identify the soft spots quickly. You need your guys to get open and stay open all before that defense has a chance to get home with their rush. They want to tie the coverage in with the rush unit. Like you see here, when you can give good protection and your receivers can get open and find those open spots, you deliver the ball on time, there's a lot of room to operate. Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
They'll run. This is Jaylen Warren. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
I think a little bit of what's happened here, Mike, is this offense is having some trouble matching the level of physicality of the defense. So physically, they're getting beat at the point of attack, and I think these last two plays are a great example why.
On 3rd and long, here's Matt. And that ball intercepted by Pat Surtain. And the Lions are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Quickly into the hands of Chase. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A 19-yard pickup there. First down, Detroit.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. That's his 2nd catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Gibbs. Open space inside the 10. And they finally get him down, but not before he brings it to the 4-yard line. That is a gain of 20. And what a chance now. 1st and goal coming up.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space. And, man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up 1st and goal.
Gibbs. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Second down. Jackson. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that 2nd down sack brings up 3rd and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. He'll try to run for it. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter.
A gain of 10 yards brings up 4.
So that'll do it for a fast-moving 1st quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. And we're back to the Steel City after this. Lions ball to begin this 2nd quarter. The offense will stay out trying to get this final yard. It is 4th and goal. They'll try it now with Gibbs. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs. The Steelers offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They'll operate from their own 3-yard line as they try to put something together here on this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Barkley. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
That's a gain of 7.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Third and short, and here is May. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
That's good for a Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
The motion man is Nacua. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
A loss of 2.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
On second down, it's May. That finds Nacua downfield, complete. And he's taken down up past the 35.
26 yards.
That one good for 26 yards.
First down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
That's caught by Smith on the right side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
That's another
First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the first down.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
May to throw again. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Lions' 24-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. On play action, here's May. He'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
That's good for a Steelers first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
May to the air once more. Open man is Smith. He's got him. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Jonnu Smith. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chris Boswell on for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead.
Steelers 7, Lions 0.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. safe kick taken at the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Lions offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Williams in motion. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. Throwing left side. And it's taken in by Williams.
Complete to Jameson Williams. Out of bounds at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd down, they need 3. On play action, here's Jackson. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
And we've seen this time and time again. When this guy is in a groove like he is here, I mean, he's impossible to block. I mean, the offensive line, they've got to come up with a better plan to slow him down, or he's going to completely wreck this game.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not. And be taken down there. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this 1st half. So on 4th down, the Lions send out Jack Fox to punt. Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Steelers offense going to take over here in the final minute of this 1st half. They lead it here in the 2nd quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's May. The open man is Nakua. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Working out of the gun. It's May. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. A pass caught by Saquon. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. To 1st downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's May. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
Throw again is May. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half.
He was defended by Kirby
Well, if you like
Joseph.
defensive football, this game's heaven, because right now points have become a premium. Someone has to figure out a way to get something going, whether it's a field goal or even just a positive drive and play the field position game. Some offense has to take control of this game here at some point.
A ball deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. DK Metcalf. Touchdown Steelers. And the kick is good. So what a finish to this first half as they extend the lead. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This will be returned from the 6. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Lions offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jackson. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. He'll get about 2. Cameron Hayward, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 2. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Jackson on 3rd and 2. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. The RPO is caught by St. Brown. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Jackson now on 2nd down. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now a 3rd and 2. To the air one more time with Jackson. He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
The Lions will punt this ball away as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Steelers offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And, they smacked him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
They'll run the draw with Barkley. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
A loss of 1.
A lot of times the success of a draw depends on the defensive ends, Mike, rushing the passer. In this case, a great job by the defensive end. He initially reads pass, but then he determines that it's going to be a draw. He quickly adjusts, and he's able to tackle the running back for a loss.
That pass reels it in on the right side. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Roquan Smith there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Barkley. It's a short pickup, taking this to the 49. Trent McDuffie up in his corner spot there on the tackle.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
3rd down, they need 5. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here now, 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Ned. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Oh, that is terrific. Out of bounds, inside the 5-yard mark. The Lions offense ready to take over once again. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he broke through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's 2nd down.
6-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, Jackson. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
5 yards on the play.
There's 2 big key pieces the way you want to evaluate quarterbacks in the NFL, Mike, is the first one, how do they operate on 3rd down? But the second one, how do they throw the ball when it's not a clean pocket? And you saw here, the ability to be on time and accurate through contact. That's what separates the good ones from the rest, and that was a big-time throw right there.
A gain there of 21. Good for a Lions 1st down.
Good for a Lions.
3rd down and short. You decide to hand the ball off. What you're really telling yourself is just pick up enough yards to reset these downs. But in this case, the back had a whole lot more in mind. He saw the crease, and he hit it, and it led to a big gain.
He's got his tight end downfield. It's right. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A pickup there of 25 yards. 1st down, Detroit.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Steelers' 35-yard line.
from the 35. Here's second down and 2. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be third down.
Let's give credit to the defense. I mean, those throws, they have not been there this entire game. And they have tried time and time again to test this defense downfield. And you can see a little frustration mounting from some of these receivers. They cannot connect downfield.
That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
That's what they call a big dagger route. It's about 10, 15 yards where you just round off your outside foot and rip into the middle of the field, and they executed it to perfection, and they're able to move the chains.
And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up. About 19 yards on that one. And they're in business. It's first and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. He's got his big tight end, Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Lions. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll begin with first and 10.